Guys, sorry about the late start time. We were doing the Michigan game, and that ran long. So, we are now live for this one between Alabama and Oklahoma. And Oklahoma in the whites, Bama in the reds, and Oklahoma getting the ball with decent field position here. That's one time I'm okay with it. Yep, that was a crazy game. So, ball for Oklahoma at the 30-yard line. Their first drive after they force the stop on their opening drive. I'm pretty sure I guys tuning in. And now we are good to go for this one. Two the top, one the bottom. Play action, Matier, slam pass, let's call it the 20. Breaks the tackle to the 15 and brought down at the 12. A gain of 18 for Deion Burks. And one play later, Oklahoma in the red zone. I'll close the poll here. 80% run with Bama to win this one. Why are they ranked? Because people like Sellers at the start of the season, but obviously he has been a disappointment. He has been a disappointment. One of the top, two at the bottom. Back to his right. They'll give it to the side, to the 10, and brought down at the 9. Gain of 3 on the run there. That's Xavier Robinson. Make it 2nd and 7. Yeah, I got slip off. There you go. Second and 7 here. Scoreboard is not working on the ABC bug, but it is working here on my thing. So we'll keep you updated on everything. One of the top, three at the bottom. Matier, slam pass, open, caught once again. It's Burks, but this time Bama's ready for it. Only get a yard. Taking down the 8-yard line, 3rd and 6. Matier last time out against Tennessee. 19 for 29, 159, no touchdowns, 1 pick. Did not play the best. He struggled this year at times. Had a good start to the year, but last month or so has not been great. Got a chance here, though. 3rd down and 6 at the 8-yard line. Northwestern's a solid team this year. Northwestern's been solid. If Bruins got the program in the right direction, we have a new 23. It does feel that way. They have to be the locale of the week. They have to be. One top, two at the bottom. Back to his left. Matier takes it. They'll send 3. Out route, high throw, incomplete. I'm not sure he was ready for that snap. I'm not sure he was ready for that one. I'll have to settle for 3. So a good starting field position. Can't capitalize. Our VPN. His reliever's giving me a 7. Is he really? That's good. Scoreboard is back. Yep. I have the wrong... Yes, I do have the wrong yard line. Yes, I do. I say it was 31-6. Jeez. Yeah, Sellers is going to come back for another year. Sellers is not going to get drafted at this point. Field goal try is good. For Tate Sandell, one of the best kickers in college football. And makes it 3-0 Oklahoma to start early on in this one. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode channel a ton as we try to grow this community even more. Is he not? Yeah. So a senior? No, he's what is he, a sophomore? He's a redshirt sophomore. They usually get plus 600. No, they usually do not. So it's come out because the UFO won't be around in 2 years. We'll see. Yeah, he's got to improve because obviously this was bad for Sellers. This whole season's been bad. Ever since the first game of the season, it's been bad for Sellers. There's no justifying it. Yeah, it was like the Chris Fulton. I did see that one. Yeah, that was great. That was great. I did see that. If you pull a right from last year, that'd be insane. I still don't know why on earth he called the timeout after the run on 1st down. He had him in the right spot. Yeah, one good offensive drive to score wins. Yep. Yeah, I mean the offense scored nothing. The final half they scored absolutely nothing. You know where Texas potential player in the Group 5? Absolutely. Yeah, South Florida's out at this point. South Florida, 3 losses. They're not getting in. South Florida's out of the mix. How would you have kids being in 7 with coaches being in? A little bit of both. I mean, they should not have thrown the ball on 2nd and 1. 2nd one, you just play for the first down, run the ball again, new set of downs. Especially as the clock stops. But the 3rd and 4th, yeah, hopefully I can do it. Hopefully I can get it out. Because it was really dumb. So 3-0 your score. I don't think it's a hot take, Amana. I don't think that's actually a hot take. Guess I'll stick to the playoff, you know? Well, the 2 losses against like Power 5 teams was really bad. So I'm not putting them in, but that would be funny. Yeah, they're not getting barring a miracle. They need to win the American and hope that everyone else loses again. Feel like situation college football committee chairman. Yeah, kind of a mess, especially now that Baylor's AD and they got to replace that. It's kind of a mess. It's just a mess. 3-0 your score. And if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. We do have emojis in the chat if you remember. It shows for other one's teams with the emojis. JMU doesn't. Yeah, I think right now if JMU wins out, they're in. Right now, it'd be hard pressed to put anyone else. Choose that style game again? Yeah. Be America's nightmare. Oklahoma Blue Blood? No, I don't consider them Blue Blood. I'm not sure there's Blue Bloods in football. No, I like basketball there. I don't know about Blue Bloods in football. The kick here into the end zone for a touchback. Bama first drive, had to punt it away quickly. Drive number 2. Remember, they won against the Chiefs. They deserve it. And I have no problem with that tiebreaker. First tiebreaker should be like when it happened on the field. Who was the better team? I have no problem with that. First down the 25-yard line here. Simpson. They're going to send 4. Stepping up. Has to escape the sack. Cannot. Tried to step up, but thrown down by Kip Lewis. Loss of 7. 2nd and 17. Kip drags him around the waist. It's a bad block there by Jam Miller. No resistance there. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. I'll throw a screen. It's caught by Williams behind the line. Makes one miss. Can't make a second. No gain on the play. Owen Heineke on the takedown. 3rd and 17. College basketball. It's Duke, UNC, Kentucky, and Kansas. UConn is a fringe blue blood. UConn is like tier 1.5. But there's 4 blue bloods. 3rd down. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left is Miller. And we'll go with 3 and out once again. Simpson. They're going to send 4. Takes a deep shot. Williams. Incomplete. Wants a flag. And don't think it's going to get it. Cortland Guillory on the coverage, the true freshman. Looking deep down the field for Williams, and back-to-back 3 and outs for the Crimson Tide. I'll have to punt it away. Yeah, 4 on blue one, yes. Here's Liv Coffield. Yeah, you fired me for that game. And that was inexcusable. That game. Punt here. Fair caught right around the 36. That's where the Sooners will start this drive near midfield. Yeah, Brim starts to Santa Clara. That'd be an hour's friend nightmare. Yep. That's what I call right now. Yep. Dobbins on. He's out for the season. I knew it got put on IR. Oh man, that sucks. But Maryland. The Maryland's not blue blood. Beamer is the coach of South Carolina. 3 at the top of the screen. Now 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Ball to 37. Hand off to the side. It's Robinson. He'll get 3 down to the 40. Xavier Robinson, the sophomore back. So West Virginia's about to take the lead on ASU. Averaging 6.4 yards per carry this season. They go quick. And Mateer takes it himself down to the 45. 3rd and 2. First drive got a field goal. A great starting field position. On the top of the screen. Fullback dive. Second effort. I think he got there. It's going to be close for Robinson. And yeah, they'll give it to him at the 47. Needed 2 and got exactly that. Sooners are moving it down the field here. Far away from Utah? I would say probably like 2 hours. I don't know exactly. I've never been to Utah. So probably about 2 hours. First down. Mateers here, the top, 1 the bottom. Back to his left. They'll hand it off again. This time we'll get about 2 yards to the 49-yard line. Robinson. 2nd and 8. And a long drive is kill out of clock. Keep Bama's offense off the field. Robinson really stepping up as of late. Last time out against Tennessee, 115 yards rushing. Over 7 yards of carry and a touchdown. They'll toss it out again to Robinson. Robinson breaks 1 tackle and stumbles his way ahead to the 47. There is a flag on the play. So gain of 4 as things stand. It always fits on the spot. There you go. How's it going, CT man? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, ASU, it's always been their Achilles heel with Dilly. I've never been to Four Corners. I've never been there. Personal foul, blindside block on the offense. 3.5 hours to great hit. Yeah, I don't know like exact distance with that. Oh, it's like 2 hours to get to Nevada, or 2 hours to get to California. So back it up 15 yards, make it 2nd and 23. Yep, there's the blindside block. I'm gonna get that one on Helms. Yeah, you can't do that. Caden Helms, the redshirt junior. Maybe derailed this drive. 2nd and 24. It was like a big pass, but just a swing pass. Pump fake, Mateer. Looking on the run, going to take off, and he will get back to the line. Before he's taken down on the play by Hill Green. 3rd and 23. Very Jazzy State, very, very much not. Very much not. 3rd and 23. Three at the top, 1 the bomb back to his left. They're going to send 3. Screen pass behind the line. It's caught by Satanga, but obviously nowhere close to the sticks. Gain of 5. 4th and 18. They'll have to punt the ball away. And every donation counts as triple toward him at the call. Which game we're calling. Miami, Buffalo, or CMU, Kent State. Try on CBS? Yeah, try for it. Why not? Why not? I would love to see it. Miller on to punt. That one, a bit of a shorty. Fair catch at the 21-yard line. 39 yards. No return on the play. And Bama's going to get it right outside their own 21 when we get back here. Fourth row behind the upper. Oh, perfect. All right. Laporta IR. Oh, that's bad. Bama by 6.5. We'll see. We will see. So far down 3-0. Not sure if I trust Mateer this game. Yeah, coaching security at all-time low, especially with the portal. Especially now that you can build a team in 1 year. Like, you don't get that leeway. Let's also spin this wheel. Again, I do this thing every Thursday. I call Live Make Hero. Okay, $50 to do a second one. 25 bucks. You got a song half off. We're going to determine the song that's half off. The song that is half off for this stream, and this stream only, is going to be... Drum roll, please. It is going to be... Black Velvet. It's the song that is half off. Alana Miles. So there you go. Black Velvet. If it's running the lines again, yep. If you like what I see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel, try to grow this community even more. And appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Got 3 games on the docket today. Just did Michigan Northwestern. Great game. Now this game, and then later tonight, Texas against Georgia. Another top 10 matchup in the SEC. Is St. Brown fighting for his actions pain? Yeah, that's good. Then I don't get them why paying out suspended for a game. Then he already got ejected. Probably Washington Pure Salt. I would say Washington. Washington along with the most embarrassing loss 25. No, they do not. No, most embarrassing loss has to go to South Carolina after that. And we'll custom jersey. Perfect. Perfect. I will keep an eye out. I mean, it's not going to backfire big time. Again, Franklin, it was time to go. Franklin, his time had run out. It's that simple. His time had run out. That's all it comes down to. First time at 21, I saw the touchdown. It was bad. The swing pass? I mean, come on. Coaching Hall of Fame? What coaches right now? Reed? I think Tomlinson. McVay could at some point. Like, he's not in yet, but he's on pace. But Reed definitely will get in. Who else is currently... I don't know who else right now. Simpson, second middle of the field. That's caught the 35-yard line. Good start to the drive of the 36. Bernard, gain of 15. Senior wideout. Projected to be one of the top receivers taken in this draft class. 3 catches for 79 yards last time against LSU. What about one against Student Center Arkansas? That's his first win. I get it. 3 at the top, won the bomb back to his left. How are you talking about Napier? I mean, well, that'll be a problem. They send 5. Simpson checks it down to his back. It's caught. Breaks 1 tackle, spins head to the 45. It's Daniel Hill on that one. Running game did not get going last time against LSU. Just 56 yards on the ground on about 2 yards of carry. You get Hill involved there, a gain of 8. And now they'll give it to him on the ground. He'll only get a yard. 3rd and 1 at the 46. Typical with... Oh, jeez. Yeah, that came on Big Ten Network. Chris Myers for Jaguars Chargers. God, no. God, no. One top, two the bottom. 3rd and 1. Yeah, Maryland stairs are much lower, yes. Some trickeration there as Simpson tries walking off the field, and they give the direct snap to Hill, and it picks up 2. Trying to catch the defense snap, and then it worked. Ties Simpson with the acting job there, faking like I can't hear the play. We've got to call a timeout. And then they just go direct snap to Hill. And yeah, the guys are not even in their stance for Oklahoma. Catching them off guard. Beautifully executed. Ball at the 48. Back to his right is Hill. Simpson. They're going to send 4. Stepping up, resets his feet over midfield. That's caught by Bernard once again at the 37-yard line. 2 first downs for Bernard on this drive. Gain of about 19. New set of downs. Well, ASU from 49. That's right down the middle. Good kick for ASU. Up by 2. Onto Cannon. Nice. One top, 3 the bomb back to his left. I don't think Empower Team's going to hire him again. I would be stunned if that happens. Simpson give to Hill to the 35, and Hill will muscle his way ahead to the 30. Gain of 7. Oh, Talmud, I think, gets in. I mean, 20 straight seasons at or above 500 will never be done again. To start off your career, will never be done again. Yeah, Reed, McVeigh, I think that's it. Maybe yeah, I don't think Harbaugh just yet. 2nd and 3. 2 to the top, 1 the bomb back to his left. Payton's got a chance, too. Sean Payton's got a chance. Play action. Simpson steps up, checks it down behind the line to Hill. Loses the ball after making the grab, and it's bubbled. That'll be a first down for Bama. Hill made the grab, fumbled, and Oklahoma tried to pick it up instead of falling on it. Butterfingers there is Kip Lewis. Cannot get possession. First we have to see if that's a catch. I'm not sure. The lowest greatest score in the world. Yes, it is. We gotta double check if that's a catch or not. Bama does recover the ball. Yeah, I'm not sure he ever had the 3rd step or made a football move. Either way, Oklahoma's got to fall on that ball. Got a lot to sort out here. And now they take it back. Now they say no catch. So no harm done. For all that, 3rd and 3. They'll review it. Sounds like Senator the Panthers goes 115. Well, then he's probably not in at that point. He would probably not be in at that point. It'd be the first time that's happened. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm not sure he ever made a move. Not sure he made a football move. It's funny. Bama's hoping it's a fumble. So if it's a fumble, it's the first down. Kind of long shot? Yeah, that's a bit of a long shot. I can respect it. I can respect it. Yeah, Carroll, I think at this point, I don't think he's making it. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to us, episodes on the channel. Try to grow this community more. We got emojis in the chat if you're a fan of one of these teams. I want to play stuff that I can. Yeah, and Antonio, but he was like more off the field stuff with AB. They're reviewing this play, and again, Bama kind of hoping it's a fumble because it'll be a first down for them instead of back to the original line of scrimmage since Oklahoma did not recover that ball in bounds because Lewis never fell on it. Yeah, does Spearman take your draft stock? Yep. Consensus top 5 to, yeah, at this one he might come back for another year. I think if you're sellers, you come back. You absolutely come back for another year if you're sellers. You cannot stay. You just can't. Or you cannot come out. You're not going to get drafted high. Yeah, Dobbins out for the year now, yep. Mike Gravel's still the coach. Odds, I'd say 30%. Yeah, A&M, holy cow, USM Arsenal, holy cow. Charles Austin found it last week live. I appreciate you, Riley. You know, I love calling games. I love hanging out with you guys and just talking ball and all that stuff. We got videos coming out every day, so. You got Missouri money line too, wow. You have Florida State first half of that one, wow. That's a really long shot. That's what, 6 picks in that one? Yeah, Sally's having transfers out at this point. How's it going, Michael? Appreciate you tuning in. Love the emojis. We're live tonight for Texas, Georgia, so make sure you're here for that. We're still reviewing this play. And if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. For a new video dropping tomorrow, focus score. John's for the fiver. Fact or fiction? MLB ratings. Harder drop than NBA due to Ortiz. Fiction. I think MLB is handling this pretty well. MLB has done a very good job of immediately working with the regulars. They're not covering it up. I'm not a McDonald's guy. Appreciate you, man, as always. I give you Miami Hot. Perfect. All right, get you on it. Michigan won. Yes, they won the last second. They got a walk-off field goal. Yeah, I think MLB, it's going to be old news. I think by the time the season starts, it's going to be pretty old news. Because, again, they've nipped in the butt. So. They are going to say he made a football move. They are going to say, after review, that he did get a third step down and made a football move. Not that it matters, gets picked off. The very next play gets picked off. All that for nothing. Here goes Oklahoma the other way to the 30. 25-20. Gets by Simpson. One to beat. Pick 6. He's in. Eli Bowen. EB with the INT. Simpson on the slam pass gets picked off. And that review meant absolutely nothing. Turned over immediately. For Ty Simpson, just his second pick of the season, and it puts the Sooners up by 2 scores. Today is chaos. Oh, I see Lucien. I don't know about that. Tyson 7th round. Now that's not going to change. The extra point by Tate. What a turn of events here. Bama was driving and now down by 10 on their home field. Mendoza's in a good spot now for the Heisman. Mendoza's in a good spot. Now he's going to be Alabama. Yep. Simpson just tried to hit his guy on a slam pass and overthrew it. Was looking for Horton. Or actually, I think Horton stopped his route. That might not be on Simpson. I think Horton stopped his route. I think Horton might have just stopped his route. I'm not sure Simpson. I'm not sure that's on Simpson. I think Horton just stopped running. Oh, he got hit. Yeah, Horton got contacted. Yeah, he got contacted a little bit there by Robert Spears-Jennings. That slowed him down. Yeah, that comeback was nuts. Maybe UT and win the SC this year? I think so. I think so. I think it was a very good shot. Yeah, I'm not sure that's entirely on Simpson. Horton got tangled up. That's just a timing route, and if the timing's off, you're in trouble. Either way, Eli Bowen to the house for Oklahoma. His first of the season. And the kickoff return to the 25 and brought down the 29-yard line. And that is where Bama will start this drive. And ASU will beat West Virginia 25-23. They'll go to 7-3, and their season is still alive. in terms of making the playoff. First down here for Bama. They've outgained Oklahoma so far. They're down by double digits. 3 at the top of the screen, back to his left. Tight end goes in motion. Simpson takes it. Screen pass over the middle to his tight end. It's caught to the 30, down to the 32. Call a gain of about 3 for Josh Cuevas. She also beats Oregon State 31-14. Yeah, they're down bad. They were ranked 2 years ago, and now here we go. Lose to Sam Houston, lose to Tulsa. Yeah, they're screwed. They go quick to the line. And now they'll sub. Miller will come on, as will Brooks. And Oklahoma gets a chance to sub. They're going to make a about half switch. Looks like 4 guys coming off for the Sooners. Grayson Holland checking out. 6 on the play clock. Now they can get this off if the subs are made. Low snap, but play action recovered. Simpson, middle of the field, open, caught. Bernard then loses the ball after making the grab. I'm going to say the ground caused the fumble. Gain of 10. And a first down. Have to truck it for Simpson, yep. Yeah, Abney, yeah. Abney's got a shot. Yeah, he made the grab. The ball was out after he was on the ground. He survived the ground, then the ball came out. Let's double check this. Yeah, he's down, butt's down. Ball comes out way after. Yeah, that's a catch. It's good to me. No review yet, at least. It's a gain of 10. Bernard, his 3rd grab of the day already. Last time out against LSU. Leading receiver on the team in yards. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom in the pistol here. Simpson. Stretch play goes to Miller. Miller gets down to about the 44. Gain of 2 before he's sticking down on the play. By Taylor Wayne. They don't have to call a play, and I don't think they will. Go to the end of 1. Bit of a surprising result right now. Oklahoma on the road at Tuscaloosa. Up by 10. With the ball to start the second half. When the time comes. 2nd and 8 for Bama at the 44. So we hit the end of 1. I put a poll up who wins. So I give you a like, please, like button, subscribe, post, channel time. We're going to be live for the Eagles-Lions game. We're going to be live for, obviously, Texas, Georgia, largest comeback program history. Yep. I would assume there's something worse than that. I would assume you can't really do a whole lot worse than that. Powers are great for low back, good swords. Oh, yeah. Because no one thinks of punters. And they play for, like, 8 different teams. No one thinks of them. Benefits the Oklahoma. There you go. There you go. He's a reliever's dude as quarter structure. Yep, and that's the right move. You can't have a guy making contact with the players like that. Like, that's insane. Especially when it's clearly accidental. Can Houston make the Big 12 championship? Or make it to a bowl game? I think Houston can make it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be awfully tough. Into a major bowl. No, he's not a bot. What did I do? Yeah, what did I do? I think the computer's just broken with him. He's not a bot. Yeah, that loss to West Virginia kind of derailed them. I mean, they should be able to win their final 2. I would think they win their final 2. The other one's going to be tough, but they should be able to win their final 2. Major bowl game? Yeah. I don't think they make the playoff, but major bowl game? No, he's not a bot. You know, I think it's one of those where it's one of those where you click a message and then like immediately after it just repeats itself. As we stuck on the screen. It's actually double sense. You know, he's not about. So second 8 at the 44 when we get back here. Again, if you like what you see, the like button, subscribe. Yeah, I think he bumped him on. Yeah, it did look like he bumped him on purpose to some extent. Second down. 30 seconds to go before we start the next half. The next quarter. Yeah, one of those, yeah. Yeah, that trooper had to be relieved of his duties. Like, that was uncalled for. All right, second and 8. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to substats on the channel. Alabama's outgained Oklahoma so far. When you throw a pick 6 and allow a big punt return, you're going to be down 10 as a result. Bama's made some comebacks before this year. They came back against Scar late. 2-score game here. Swings it out. Bernard once again gets some nice blocking to get to the 50. Breaks a tackle down to the 48. Tell you right, with 21-0. Yeah, they're so good. They are so good. Gain of 8 on that one. Gets some nice blocks downfield. Bernard is his 5th catch already. Just spinning ahead before being brought down by Marvin Jones. One at the top, 3 at the bottom, back to his left. Yeah, Mill Wounds. I'm surprised because he was questionable to return. I'm surprised Wounds going on IR. He was extending on Bama to win this one. There you go, RFK. They will not be able to. They're not going to AC Championship. No, not at this point. 2 on the play clock, got to get it off. They do with 1. Simpson keeps himself on the read option. It's the right call. So he's going to get to the 39. Right at the line to gain. I think he'll be a yard shy. Let's see if I crack it. Yep. Every game has just been drunk. Every game has just been like, how are they winning? And to do this without Levitt's impressive. The fact they're still in this without their quarterback is just nuts to me. Tackle by Guillory. Right at the line to gain. And yeah, they don't give it to him. 39-yard line. Yeah, I can't figure this ASU team out. At all. Second down, 2 at the bottom of the screen, back to his right. Simpson. They'll send 6. Fakes the screen, now goes back, shoulder to Bernard, incomplete. You take the deep shot second to go long on go run on third. So they're going to run the ball here, 4 down territory. About a steamroll in San Jose State. Jeez. Third down. They'll run it. Hill breaks 1 tackle and gets to the 36. Gain of 3. They're not able to run the ball that well against LSU last time out. A nice run there. Oklahoma, very good run defense as of late. Last game against Tennessee, Volunteers had just 1.8 yards per carry. 63 yards on 35 carries. Probably the Chiefs take breakfast with West Crown. I don't know. It's gonna be a close game. I mean, that defense is gonna be good. I just don't know about. I don't know about Bo Nix. I just don't know what's next. Ball to 36. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. He's gonna dial up against Arizona. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. They fake the stumble Ruski. A page out of Ben Johnson's playbook, and fires down the sideline for Caleb Edwards. Gain of 25. Are you kidding me? It's a fake stumble. The old Ben Johnson play. Miller fakes the trip. Simpson fakes the trip. And it sends Sammy O, the linebacker, catches him off guard, leaves a tight end wide open. Gain of 25. Simpson, second read. End zone incomplete. Looking for Horton. Sure, I'm pretty confident it's not a bot. 2nd and 10. We're going to learn about both teams tomorrow, yep. I can't believe that play. The Hoot's about to do that. The Stumblerooski. Three at the bottom. Hand it off. Miller, gain of 2. 3rd and 8. Yeah, that's a real bot. 3rd down. Colts will be the bye week, yes. 3rd and 8. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Receiver in motion here. It's Bernard. Play action. I'll send 4. End zone. Intercepted! Intercepted by Spears Jennings! Brought out to the 11! There was a flag on the play, though. No celebrations just yet for Spears Jennings. It's PI. It's pass interference, so wipe off the pick. Bama will keep possession. I was going to say, Simpson only threw 1 pick all season. They get 2 the first half, but that is PI. And let's see. Yeah, there's a jersey tug, yep. 2 jersey tugs. Horton was being mugged, as was the intended receiver on the play. I think Horton and Brooks were both being mugged on that one. You look at technical, yep. But take your pick. Take your pick on the PI. There's a reason they couldn't break off the route. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Direct snap here to Hill. And he is, I think, half a yard shy. 2nd and goal. Yeah, obviously PI there, yep. I'll be half a yard shy. So I did that. I see what you did there. 1 for 159. There you go. Yeah, 2 guys got mugged. That's what happened there. 3 at the bottom. Back to his right is Hill. Hand off at the middle. Hill in. Touchdown, Bama. They respond off the pick 6 with a touchdown of their own. Wasn't the prettiest drive, obviously, but they got it done. And Daniel Hill up the middle for his team-high 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Extra points make it a 3-point game. Yeah, the Broncos with the Chiefs. I just don't trust Bo Nix. I think they can, but I'll take the Chiefs. I will take the Chiefs. Extra point. Perfect. Time for an onside kick. Yep. Bust out all the stops right now. We have a Stumblerooski, the fake with Simpson not getting the playoff. They're busting out everything to get by this Oklahoma defense. It's raining. I mean, it's a bit overcast right now in Phoenix. Now that changed 15 years. Nope, nothing has changed. We got emojis in the chat if you remember. Sure, so far on teams. It's Domino's injury. Yeah, I mean, they'll use Harvey more. It's not going to be the end of the world. I don't think it's the end of the world. I'd be surprised. Appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe. Just help us out on the channel. (10-7) your score. A commercial break here again. Oklahoma just 40 yards of offense so far, but they have the lead. Thanks to good field position and great play by the defense. Gonna be live for Texas, Georgia later tonight. Should be a fun game. Last year's was insane, especially with the throwing stuff on the field, reversing the call. This time it's in Athens. These teams met many times as of late, it feels like. So a fair share of Texas-Georgia games over the last year and a half. They'll meet again at 7:30 Eastern Time on ABC. We got videos every day on the channel. Should have a new one dropping tomorrow. This is not turned to soccer. Oh, man. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Kind of wish it did. That'd be nice. If it did. We're only 150 subs away from 69,000. We're 20 members away from new emoji. So we are that close. Potentially getting another emoji in there. Jimmy, you're at the one already up 10-0. Man. Yeah, these dominant wins are helping them out a lot. They're going to be ranked, I think. Fair catch call for, made in the end zone. So put it out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma will start the drive over there. Yeah, the extra point did not miss on that one. First down here. Two on the top, one on the bottom. Bit late break in the huddle. Bit of a confusion on the huddle. Receivers broke for the linemen. But here they'll send 4, and that is almost intercepted. Justin Jefferson almost took that to the house. That play never seemed to be on the right page. Just for the way they broke the huddle. It is a bit odd. It definitely is a bit odd. Like this is like the new normal. USF and Louisville, who replaced him, I think North Texas and James Madison. Draw play here to the 29. QB draw from a tier, 3rd and 6. Just to let a touchdown. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out. West Kentucky 14-7 since they gave a 0.1% chance to make the playoff. I mean, they gave, like, random team, like, Kennesaw's a chance at making it, apparently. There's some random teams that apparently have a chance. I don't know how. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his right. Now, motion receiver over to the bottom. Isaiah in motion, they're going to send 3. Back shoulder in, complete on the comeback. It's a quick 3 and out. Xavier Brown on the coverage. And I'll have to punt the ball away. Should be on QB stat sheet, yeah. That one was an obvious one. Other way, they'll get the ball back. Bama's defense playing well today. That might not seem like it with the score, but remember, Oklahoma 3 points came off a punt return. They got him inside the 30. Then 7 points off a pick 6. Miller on the punt. It's a good one. Backs him up to the 16-yard line. Trying to make a few men miss Williams to the 25 and brought down at the 30. Ball came out at the end, though. The ball is out. Oklahoma says they have it. And they do. And they most definitely do. Omarion Robinson loses the handle, and the Sooners will take over at the 31. So let's double check to make sure that ball is out. It is, yeah, absolutely. Punched out, I believe, on that one. By the long snapper, Ben Anderson. Yeah, it's Ryan Williams. That is Ryan Williams. That's a clean fumble. Ryan Williams can't hold on. The Sooners take over the 31. Second turnover today for Bama. It's here in the pistol. They'll try reverse. Flea flicker, Mateer. Caught at the 20, down to the 19. Gain of 12. It's Caddick. The tight end makes the grab, and they're in the red zone. Here's what's better against it? Yes, they do. Casey Tech now not make FCS plus? No, this means nothing for them. This means they don't count. I mean, if you're an FCS team, you lose to an FBS team, that makes no impact whatsoever on FCS playoffs. Or that can be stressed right too, yeah. Tech's up a 21-2, jeez. Mateer, gonna take off and run, breaks a tackle, 15, 10, Mateer, spins out of trouble, he's in, touchdown! A 19-yard touchdown run for Mateer. They take advantage of the turnover and get 6 2 plays later. With 8:49 to go in the half. They finished off the Butterfinger bars. Yes, they did. Bama loses Mendoza since Heisman winner? Not yet. Not yet. So I have a crap on here for the game. The upset alert right now. Oklahoma up by 2 scores. The extra point by Tate. It's good. 17-7. Mateer on the QB draw. Just great vision and slippery tackling. Looked like Keon Sabat a shot to get him, missed. And then Zabian Brown a shot, he missed. And by the time Dijon Lee got to him, it was in the end zone. 17-7. The 2 touchdown, or the scoring drives for Oklahoma started the 32, the 21, and a pick 6. Good defense and special teams, helping out your offense. Complimentary football. You'll probably say hi to him. JMU or UNT, 11-1 JMU. I think JMU gets in. Campbell, I get it. I get slippery slope. I do get where he's coming from with the slippery slope. So I see us playing the Rams? Yeah. And last year, Bama missed the playoff because of a loss to Oklahoma. Not they're in danger of missing the playoff necessarily. Rodriguez is so good, but you're not going to give it to a defender. It's so hard for a defender to win the Heisman. It's so hard. I mean, it's been forever since the last true defender to win the Heisman. I don't see it happening. But he's so good. He might win the Defensive Player of the Year. But Heisman, no chance. Oklahoma, good chance for an SEC? Yeah. I mean, I don't say a good chance. They got multiple losses in conference play, but decent chance. Got home internet. There you go. Got home internet. Bolitnikoff Award winner. I'm going Smith. I'm going Jeremiah Smith. Do you want to score third age? No, they do not. No, they do not. That's sort of top 4 seed. Yeah, that's sort of how it works. I goes to New York City, but no word. I don't even think he goes to New York City. They won't give it to a defender. Someone willing to go for more than once? I would assume so. I would assume that's not too unusual. Crabtree won it twice. Blackman won it twice. Yeah. Let's go with Davey O'Brien. Yeah, Davey O'Brien. 17-7. Kickoff here. Taken to the 2, to the 10, 15. And brought down right around the 21-yard line. Jordan with 4. If Bama loses and they win. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Calvin won the award, yes. Calvin won the award. So all the 21 here for the Crimson Tide. Got a touchdown last time I had the ball. We're in a pretty good spot, forced a 3 and out. And then all Ryan Williams had to do was hold on to the ball on the punt return. He could not do that. First down to 21. Back to his right is Hill. Play action, Simpson. They'll send 4. Deep shot, open and caught at the 45. Ryan Williams, some redemption. Down to the 40. Gain of 39 on the play. Peyton Bowen on the stop. Just like that, flips the field entirely. Ryan Williams jumps up to make that grab. Gets in front of Bowen. A good throw there, Williams. We're 500 yards this season. Last time out, 3 catches for 33 and a touchdown. Julio, I'm not sure if Julio won one. Julio did not. No, Blackman won. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his right. They'll send 4. Hitch route caught. Gain of 5 for Bernard at the 35-yard line. Second and 5. And info will baby steps there. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. Now they will get guys in the backfield. Trips to the bottom now. They changed the formation entirely. Miller to his right. Excuse me, Hill to his right. Play action. Goes to Brooks. And that'll be a first down. Follows his blocker. Bernard on the block. And it's a gain of 7 to the 28-yard line. Mizzou State contender for the next few seasons. I mean, Cuse is pretty wide open. I mean, we saw Kennesaw State went from nothing to undefeated in the span of a year. So I'd say yes. Jordan, number 1, if they all lost today, Jordan wins convincingly. Yeah, if they all lost today, yeah. Yes, they would. They'd easily be the new number 1 at that point. So I'm a stoppage here for an injured player. Yeah, Ryan Williams, yep. What should I say about Travis? I don't know what you mean by that. Travis Hunter was defense, but also offense, if you're talking about that in terms of, like, defenders to win Heisman. Like, I don't count Travis Hunter. Hunter played everything. Be here the next 20 years? Could be. Andrew Marshall, very good receiver. Very good receiver. He might be the best freshman receiver right now. Oh, Tony's good. Tony and him. Oh, you're good. You're good, JC. You're good. So time it on the field. For injured player. 7 minutes to go in the first half. We'll do a halftime read when the time comes. So I need to eat some lunch. Yeah, Woodson was the last, yes. Woodson was the last. It's been a while since it happened. Jack and Bold Etienne. I do not want Trevor Etienne. I don't want him. He hasn't even done anything. Well, the way left Florida was kind of scummy. And some character issues. It's not crazy about him. Yeah, two Travises. It would be very confusing. I will say that much. It would be very confusing. Travis time dual threat players? No, it's a 1-of-1. It's a 1-of-1 situation. You just got back from the angling? Holy cow. That was insane. That was insane what happened in that game. I mean, 27-point comeback. That's one of the greatest games ever played at Kyle. Absolutely. You tried and trade again. I'll say the Hunter commercials, they're not playing them a lot. You know, they're not playing those commercials a ton. Compared to, like, the Drew Aller commercial. That one's incessant. For the first touchdown, I was like, yep. After that first touchdown was nuts. Best game of the year for college? Yeah, I would agree. I would agree so far. Been some good ones, but that is going to be tough to top. Beaver get fired? Yes. After a loss like that, you got to fire him. You have to. All right, first down for Bama. The stoppage there. Simpson resets his feet. Middle of the field. Incomplete. Can't tell if he overthrew that ball or underthrew it. So he had Scott open in the end zone. Overshot Bernard by about 10 yards, but undershot Scott by 10. Yeah, I think there was an overthrow. So he had Bernard open. I think he was going for Bernard on that one. How's it going, Taka? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, playing during NFL games too, yeah. You're good, Michael. You're good. Here come the Bills Ravens. Yeah, it was nuts. To the top of the screen, I formation here. Handoff to the side. Hill. I'll get about 4. 3rd and 6. Oh, jeez, Michael. That's all. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, my God. That's awful. That's awful. 3rd and 6, 6.5 to go. They'll send 4. Angle route. Caught. 20, 15, 10, 5. Cuevas is in. Josh Cuevas. They answer the touchdown by Oklahoma with a touchdown of their own. Yeah, why haven't played their games? I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, they probably win that game if they let them score. 17-13. For Ty Simpson. His 22nd of the season. Extra point is good. (17-14). A back and forth battle in Tuscaloosa. Nice bounce back by Simpson, too, after missing that wide open throw to Bernard. Should go UFL? Yes, he should. So I don't think he's going to draft it this year. Just have the angle route. Blows by Kobe McKenzie. We got a brand new ball game. Oklahoma has not done anything today offensively with a long field. Again, they've gotten 17 points. One was on a pick 6. One was a drive starting at the 32. One was a drive starting around the 30. Title odds, I can't bet on that yet. No one knows the rosters just yet. Kickoff, end zone, touchback, 25-yard line. You have to say how to schedule for your Oklahoma? Exactly. Bama Stevens is not playing poorly. I know the score says 17-14, but Oklahoma has on short fields. That's been the issue. Absolutely, Sports Talk. Absolutely. One at the top, two at the bottom, back to his left. Mateer will take it. They'll send 4. Second read, middle of the field, caught. And nice job by the tight end, Kanik, to get to the 37 for a first. Gain of 12, muscles his way ahead. Oklahoma starts to drive off with the first down. You guys are going to be sad this week. Yes, it will be. First down. Mateer. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. I'll send 4. Second read. Third read now. Swings it out to Robinson. Good job going through his reads. And it's Robinson who gets down to the 45. Brought down by Bray Hubbard after a gain of 8. On the swing pass. 2nd and 2. That's awful, Michael. That's just terrible. And Oklahoma gets the ball to start the half. Trips to the top of the screen. Back to his left. They'll hand it off to Robinson. He'll get the first at the 49-yard line. Gain of 6 wrapped around by Damani Jackson through the legs. Ball at the 49. First down. Two at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Mateer hands it off again to Robinson. Bounces outside. But a good tackle by Jackson. Right as he was breaking free. Strong tackle by the knees. Only a gain of 1. Second down. And Oklahoma gets to start the half. You go on a long drive here. You have a chance to double dip. NFL and NCAA playoffs. What do you like better? NFL. NCAA, there's so much of a gap between everything. There's a long gap. 3 at the top of the screen. Also, college, it's determined by committee versus NFL where you know going in. Swings it out. Only 1 yard at the 46. Immediately taken down by Sab. 3rd and 8. We'll be live for the selection show. So we're going to be live for a game on Tuesday, game on Wednesday. You're going to help me decide the game on Wednesday that we're calling. You got today and today only to vote on that one. And now time is called with 3.5. And who called this one? It is Bama. They recognize the situation. They want to get the ball back. They'll call a timeout. Easily FL, yep. But March Madness, yeah, March Madness rocks. Yeah, it's got to be hard, yeah. Yeah, Dak, yeah, definitely did, yeah. March Madness for NFL playoffs? I mean, I love NFL playoffs. But March Madness, I mean, the first weekend of March Madness is great. It kind of loses its luster after that, but the first weekend is just phenomenal. March Madness is more chaotic. I do like that. Mateer, pressured, throws it away. Too high on that one, was looking for Blaylock. There was a flag on the play, though. The flag will be declined. It was on Oklahoma for a hold. Mateer Cannot hit his back, and Bama's going to get it back. Perfect combo quality. Yep, exactly. First 2 days of March Madness are phenomenal. Yes. 35-2. Yeah, that's a weird score. All good, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Williamson, I'm surprised by that because he looked like he was going to be good to go for the fourth quarter if we needed to. Punt, field, and return to the 12 for Cole Adams. So Bama's going to get it back. Chance to drive down the field here, hold the ball last. 34 yards of net on that one. Do a halftime raid when the time comes, and we'll go from there. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on here, so we try and grow this community even more. Cole Adams, yes. Not that Cole Adams. Texas State winning 27-0 on Southern Miss. Wow. Empty backfield here. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. Simpson threw a touchdown to Cuevas last time. He'll start checking it down to Miller, who gets blown up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Taken down on the play by Powers. He's got the power on that one. Reggie Powers, the sophomore. Makes it 2nd down. Go quick to the line. Motioning Williams to the top of the screen. Now they'll send Miller in the backfield. 2:40 to go. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Simpson will take it. They're going to send 5. Gets rid of it on the hitch, caught by his tight end for a first down at the 27. It's Cuevas once again. Gain of 14. Last 2 completions by Simpson have gone to the tight end. Best coachable team in Texas. Ooh, I go A&M. I'll go A&M. Yeah, Venables defense, yeah, very sus right now. Got free ice cream and grocery store, nice. Hitch route that's caught. Williams makes one miss, then goes down to the 35-yard line before contact. 2nd and 2, 2-minute timeout. Bama's got 2 timeouts left when we get back. Simpson 2 for 3 on the drive. There you go, Michael. I wish it worked that way. I wish it worked that way. Yeah, the holes in bad tackling is very bad. Yes, it is very bad. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel, so we try and grow this community of subscribers even more. Let's see who we're going to raid. So I honestly don't know. Probably you. Probably you at this point. I think I figured who we're going to raid. Yeah, I'll take that. On one hand, second, I've had in-person, never got any game. On the other hand, Texas Tech looks more dominant of late. Yeah, it ain't the Longhorns. I know that much. I don't think it's Texas. I'd be very surprised if it's Texas. I'll put it that way. By home in Mesa? Yeah. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. So Magic going on there in Texas, can you believe? Yeah, South Carolina 33 lead Crazy. So just get to go on. Yep. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I can't imagine. Yeah. Seabird Surfer, that's awesome. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Good for you. That's awesome. Love hearing that. That was always a good skill to have. Yeah, how'd Scar lose? Yeah, Sellers sucks. That's how it was. Chance to win the Natty, I go 15%. That's it, because Lenora Sellers sucks. So Michael's fight for them too? Yeah, they would be disgusted after that. They would be. Roller coaster closed like anytime between January 3rd and 9th. Yeah, it's going to stay open right now for capacity purposes, and then once the holiday season's done, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. BC and Georgia Tech's at the half. Oh boy, can you imagine Boston College? This is the game they win. It's just going to cannibalize itself. Yeah, glad we got a good 12 o'clock slate. Yeah, we got a very good 12 o'clock slate. All right, second down here, two at the top, one at the bottom. Motioning to the top of the screen goes Bernard. Play action. They're going to send 4. Checks it down to Cuevas. Third straight completion for him. So third out of 4 completions for him. A gain of 14. Third straight first down by Simpson to Cuevas. He's got 4 catches today. The tight end last time out against LSU. 4 catches for 58. Today, 4 catches for 56. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right is Hill. They'll send 4. Simpson checks it down to Hill. It's a gain of 2. Keeps the clock moving. Taken down immediately on the play. Tight defense by Heineke. Number 38. 2nd and 8. And again, Oklahoma gets the ball to start the half. Bernard at the top of the screen. Back to his right is Hill. 2 at the top of the screen now. 2nd and 8. Simpson. Hand off to the side. It's Hill. Cuts upfield. 45-40. And will be brought down by the legs of the 37. There's a flag on the play. It's a gain of 12 if it stands. You know, point BC wouldn't hit this one. Yeah. A 4-6 championship, both Nortex and JMU on the play. Can you imagine? Holding on the play, so back it up. So if a gain of 12, it's a loss of 10. 25 plus 3 and a half, 2 minutes first half. That's really good. But right now, they're behind the schedule. 2nd and 18 after the holding penalty. Checks it down. It's caught by Hill. Makes one man miss to the 50. 45, and Hill goes down to the 43. So I get a lot of that yardage back. 49 seconds to go. Bama's got 2 timeouts. Not taking one yet. They'll probably take one once they get the first. And my source, nothing yet. Nope, nothing yet. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Simpson takes it. They'll send 4. Pressure up the A-gap immediately. Has to get rid of it. Fires on the run. It's caught. First down. Out of bounds is Cuevas at the 40. Stops the clock with 29 seconds. Simpson recognized the pressure up the middle immediately. Then we had to escape and did. And Cuevas is a go-to guy as of late. 3rd catch on this drive for Cuevas. And now you're around the brink of field goal range. Though kicking has been a bit of an issue for the Crimson Tide this year. It goes without saying with Tulty. They got 2 timeouts. You got time to push it some more down the field. Yeah, the Georgia game scores less. Yes, it does. 3 at the top of the screen. Simpson, they'll send 3. Checks it down. I think that got dropped. Yes, it was. Ran before he caught it. Miller. Jam Miller incomplete. Would have got him in field goal range. And they would have burned their timeout. Instead, just drops the ball. Ran before he caught it. Secured it. 2nd down. Just past time? Yeah, I think so. Beamer, yeah, he should be gone. He's gone tomorrow, I think. Yeah, May doesn't need job. Right, he can survive without him. Yeah, I think so. I think so. 2nd down. Miller once again in the backfield. To his right. Trips to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. They're going to send 5. Simpson. Going deep. Incomplete. Miscommunication there. I was run a corner route instead, actually ran a post. 3rd and 10. I did not know that, Kamana. You're a bit different now, yeah. You just told me you were live for Oklahoma? Jeez. Yeah, that should not have happened, obviously. We've been live for a bit. North Dakota State and Northern Iowa with 31-2. Yeah, I think they're a top 25 team. I really do. I think North Dakota State's a top 25 team in the nation. Timeout called by Oklahoma. They'll have 1 left. Yeah, on the road. Holy cow. Yeah, did not see that coming. A 3rd down. Plays USF, Cincy, Pitt, any of your ranked teams have lost today. I think North Texas gets in. ASU might. ASU might get in. 3 at the top of the screen. Play action. Back shoulder. Bernard got a foot in. He got it. Gain at 20. Now they're going to say no. They're going to say he juggled it. He got the foot in, but he was juggling the ball. Eli Bowen on the coverage. Yeah, Patricia, it's DC, please, God, no. So again, the foot was in. That was not the question, but was he juggling the ball? Let's see. So the foot's not the issue. Still has it. Is it moving around? Yeah, it's moving. It's a good call. Good call. 4th down. Yeah, that ball's moving. JMU, yeah, they'll get in the poll. Live tomorrow? We're going to be live at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. I think JMU gets in tomorrow. I think North Texas gets in tomorrow. And Memphis might get in. Actually, no, I don't think Memphis gets in. Tulane. I mean Tulane on that. Tulane will get in. Wait, but JMU's already in the poll. So, if the playoff poll, they'll get in. Yes, still get some votes. Got a punt. I think they will punt, yeah. Just don't take any chances here. Is that ball moving? Yeah, I'm not sure he survives the ground. I don't think Bernard survived the ground on that one. He got the foot in. It's too risky to go for it. If they don't get it, Oklahoma's starting the drive near midfield. They have a time to run a play and get a field goal. I'm not sure this is a catch. They called it no catch. The foot's in, but I'm not sure he survived the ground. I see some movement. And yeah, well, they're going to go for it. They're going. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Cuevas in motion. They will snap this. They're going to send 5. Simpson. Middle of the field, open, caught. The gamble pays off. Horton, 1st down at the 25. 6 seconds left. They get 14. And Bama takes their final timeout. You can try another play. I wouldn't chance it necessarily. 6 seconds, I wouldn't chance it. I think you just send Talty out there. Obviously, kicking's been a concern for Bama. Talty just 68% on the season. Five for 9 from 40 plus. Be a 44-yard try from here. We'll see. Yeah, JMU Group 5, that'd be cool. That would be cool. They're going to stop losing Tuesday to Power Conference? Probably not. Yeah, a lot of potential for Laird if we get upset. Oh, man, if we get upset. I mean, Cupcake Week is always, like, you never know. They're going to call a play. They have no timeouts left. They are going to try another play. See if this is actually a play or if they're just going to throw it out of bounds. Yeah, out route. It gets a little bit closer. You know, that was well done. That was well done. That was one read to Bernard. If it wasn't there, throw it out of bounds. It's well done. Gets it inside 40 yards, and here comes Talty. Good execution there by Simpson. Always risky with a play like that, but they understood the assignment. And now Talty on for his first attempt of the day to tie the game at 17. Oklahoma will call a timeout. They'll ice him. I'm just going to reset everything just so I don't forget. I want punts. Not getting punts right now. How's it going, Jake? Appreciate tuning in. We'll do a halftime raid when the time comes. We're going to ice him. Here we go. And here comes Talty. Once again after the icing. Talty, one miss this season inside 40. Inside 40 this series, 6 for 7. This one from 36. Snap a bit high, but gets it down. Kick is up, not even close. Oh my God, that sounded close. Not even remotely close. Oh my goodness. Did that get tipped? What the heck happened here on the exchange? Snap was a bit high, but Holder got it down. It might have gotten tipped. It might have been touched by Taylor Wine. But you gotta make that. You gotta make that kick. All right, on that note, Oklahoma gets the ball down by 3 to start the second half. We're going to do a halftime raid. And we are going to raid this guy. Jimmy Cacavistas. I'll raid him. All right, we'll raid him. And I will see you guys in about 18 minutes or so, the second half. 17-14 your score at the halftime break. Obviously, I got to change the graphic. Give me a second here. Let me change the graphic, and now we are good to go. See you guys in 18 minutes. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the halftime raid. The mind with the tour was you guys doing first two threats. Why not? We'll just put it up. Put it up. Why not? Why not? 17-14 your halftime score. Bama, some turnovers. Missed field goal by Talty. Defense not playing all right. Oh, wrong intro? Crap. Yeah, I forgot to flip it. I totally forgot to flip it. Never mind. I forgot to flip it to the 3:30 game. I have the intro for Oklahoma Bama, but I forgot to flip it from the last one because the game ran so long. My bad on that. My bad on that, but now we should be good. All right. And 67% of you actually agree with come on that one. All right. There you go. All right, so. Appreciate you guys a ton. And the song for half off for karaoke was Black Velvet by Miles. And 17 points for Oklahoma. Haven't really done a lot offensively, though. 7 go on pick 6. 3 came off a drive that started at the 32-yard line. 3 came off a drive that started right outside the red zone on a muff punt. Bama just needs to take advantage of... I mean, they're playing better in terms of yardage. There's a lot of stuff, but they're just shooting themselves in the foot at the most inopportune times. See if that changes here as Oklahoma's going to get the ball to 25 to start following the touchback. And then we're going to be live tonight for Georgia against Texas. Going to be a fun game. Going to be a really fun game. top 10 matchup over on ABC. We'll be live for that one. It's first down here for the Sooners. Ball at the 25-yard line. We're going to get Slang Grant. Yeah, Penn State needs to win to stay alive for a bowl. UC loses in game to go in Montana, Tennessee. Potentially. Potentially. Haven't heard yet, but potentially. One top, two at the bottom. Now motion to the top of the screen. Goes Isaiah. Going to give it to him on the jet sweep to the 30. Isaiah at 35. Breaks a tackle to the 40. And thrown down to the 45. Gain of 20. Lee takes him down, but a great start for the Sooners. One play and gets him to midfield. Or near midfield, I should say. They go quick to the line. Goes to Robinson. Breaks 2 tackles and muscles away ahead to the 47. So bring up second and about 3. Intro music, I just made it myself. It's just one of those that just messed around GarageBand. It was like, that sounds good. I was just like doing some, just playing keyboard, just trying to think like what would sound emphatic. And I was like, that sounds good. Just like trying to mess around and find the right combination of stuff. In terms of just the right combination of notes. One top, 3 at the bottom, back to his right. They're going to send 4. Matier flushed out. He's going to take off and run. And he will get trucked, but then breaks the tackle. There was a flag on the play. Gets 7 to the 40-yard line. Byron Franklin was a mistake? No. It was not a mistake at all. They had to get rid of him. Holding offense. Yeah, the end timer. Yeah, that. Yeah, just one of those I just try to figure out what would sound good. It says halftime to pretty funny. Nice. Glad to see the raid went well, because the last one, the guys were gone, so. Yeah, Georgia Tech in trouble. I got that game on right now, too. There's a reason Mateer was able to get to the outside. I think they got the one on Vandenmark. Vandenmark's hold allows Mateer to run for 7, so take it back. 2nd and 13. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left here. Play action. They're going to send 4. Mateer checks it down behind the line. It's caught. No gain. Thrown down immediately on the play for Alabama by Red Morgan. Brings up 3rd and 13. Should have gone mid-season. Could have gone to a bowl game. They don't care about making a bowl. They don't care about making bowl games. It'd be too bad on the recruits, too. Like I said, all your recruits would be like, wait, is he the coach? Is he not the coach? Like, you would lose out on so many guys. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, he had to do it. Back to his left. Mateer, they send 4. Steps up, avoids 1 sack. Fires to the sideline, caught the 40 to the 36-yard line. Great vision down the field. Hits Isaiah for a first. So I just realized my thing was wrong. It never should have been Alabama 37. It was Oklahoma 37. Oklahoma 42, I should say. Escapes the sack. And they go quick to the line. Isaiah loses the ball, but it goes out of bounds. He'll lose 2. 2nd and 12. That play by Bama. Or the pressure by Bama, I should say. Mateer to escape that one of the best plays of the season. Keep his eyes down the field like that. 2nd down at the 38-yard line. ACT not making a playoff percentage chance. Well, if I haven't said they wouldn't be allowed to go bowling. Unless there aren't enough teams. 2 at the top, 1 of them back to his left. Mateer. Flushed out, and he will get sacked at the 41-yard line. Loss of 2, Keon Sabb. 3rd and 14. I heard too, a lot of Penn State fans spent a lot of money traveling to the quarterfinals and semifinals last year. So do they have another budget to do it for a game that would not be... That doesn't really mean a whole lot? Yeah. I don't know about that. EC team that making the playoffs, I would say like 10%. It's a possibility. I think if Georgia Tech loses this game, it goes up to like 15%. South Florida losing helped the ACC out a lot today. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Mateer. Middle of the field on the hitch. That's caught at the 34. And now you have a decision to make. It's a gain of 7. They got half the yardage back. What do you do here? I'll send Tate out. Be a 52-yard try. He is 6 for 6 on kicks from 50 plus this season. 18 for 19. Most teams go for in the spot, but Oklahoma's got maybe the best kicker in the nation. And kicks like that are exactly why. 7 for 7 from 50 plus this year. Tate Sandell, the redshirt junior, drills it. We'll be hearing his name on Sundays, I can tell you that much. That was perfect. Right down the middle from 52. Sooners opening drive field goal. Still trouble before. 76% chance? Oh, I don't know about that. That's high. 76% chance would require Miami to not win, Virginia to not win. It would require a lot. Like, a lot. So is more want to hit hard for the 80-yard touchdown? No. Still on this stuff? I mean, it's like... It's like people are morons when they do stupid things. It doesn't mean they're morons all the time. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Sellers is a moron. If I don't commit a crime, but then I commit a crime tonight, I'm a moron. Was I a moron 5 hours ago when I commit the crime? No. But when I commit the crime, yeah, I'm a moron. And your actions define who you are. Yeah. He's a moron. That's another way to say it. He's a moron. He's got the attributes, but he's got no processing speed whatsoever. No decision-making ability whatsoever. He's a moron. So there you go. Yeah, Sandell's going to have a very good... A lot of teams are going to be calling his name. A lot of teams are going to want him. And still make it, so could JMU, that's why it's high right now. Yo, again, the question isn't one of them making it. The question is both. Obviously, Memphis, JMU, like... One of those has to make it. American or Summit winner has to make it. One of them has to make it. The question is, will both of them make it? That's the issue. Everything or a touchdown? Yeah, exactly. What happened after that? 0 points. It's not one half of football. You know it. It's not one half of football. It's been the whole season. There's a reason they're not bowl eligible. It's the whole season. It's not one half. You know it. Yeah, the scouts are going to feel the same way. There's a reason he went from the number 1 pick, potentially, to come back to school or you're a day 3 guy. Most likely not to get a career revival. I would say Wilson. I would say Zach Wilson. Richardson, I could see if he stays healthy, potentially, because he was raw coming out. Lance, he's played a lot better since he went to the Chargers. Some team might take a chance on him. Wilson, I don't see it. 20-14 your score. Oh yeah, that guy. Thank God. Thank God he is no longer. He's been relieved of his duties, which thank God. You can't have that happen. That's just scary. Like, you know, like if he's doing that in front of people, like what's he like when he's not in front of a huge audience like that? Kickoff here. Mendoza top 5 pick. Yes, he's gonna go top 5. End zone touchback. Ball at 25. Mendoza will go top 5. Probably 1-2. Probably be Simpson Mendoza going 1-2. A transfer? Yeah, I think he's going to transfer. I do think he's not coming back. New coach, obviously, Beamer's not going to be there next year, I wouldn't think, and probably just try to revive his career somewhere else. 2010 Iowa, nice. 2 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. I agree with you there. He should transfer. They'll send 5. Simpson. He needs a fresh start. Out route, incomplete. Looking for Bernard. Bit too far in front, off his hands. Second down. St. George was fired? Yes, he was. I know, he had to do... Yeah, that was insane with that. Yeah, basically, South Carolina player scored a touchdown and then bumped into a trooper accidentally. It was not anything intentional. The trooper was walking back for some reason, and then the trooper just got in his face. It's like, you're kind of here to protect the peace, not instigate stuff. 2 at the top, or 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left is Hill. Simpson hands it off to the 30. Hill to the 35, breaks a tackle to the 40. 45-50 down the sideline, pushed out of bounds to the 46 for a first down. Eli Bowen takes him out. No flags on the field, getting at 29. Alabama, not the best running team this year. Riley hadn't done a lot. Jam Miller looks very slow, but they found something in Hill. He's been playing pretty well as of late. And Daniel Hill. Live experience on Simpson for the season affected his career? Not entirely. Touchdown Boston College, right by 2 scores. And root for, yeah, I think I got to root for Texas. Unfortunately. Yeah, Hackenberg. That's the guy you're thinking of, Russ. Hackenberg. First down, handoff once again to Hill. And he will get nothing. Brought down at the line of scrimmage by Heineke. Second down. Yeah, his job is done. Yep. Boston College touchdown. 6'6", 297. Wow. That's a big guy. At least they didn't arrest the fan for selling tickets for 3 cents with the legal limit. There you go. Yeah, I predict GT will lose. Yeah. On the road, down by 2 scores. It's going to be tough. I've seen some crazy comebacks today. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Simpson. They're going to send 4 in the flat. That's caught by Cuevas. Hurdles a guy to the 40. 35-30. Cuevas out of bounds of the 28 by Robert Spears Jennings. What a phenomenal play by Cuevas. Should have been getting about 2. Instead, gets about 18. Is he going to do this? That'd be so funny. Hurdles over Reggie Powers. Bama in business here. Empty backfield. Now Cuevas in motion. He's got 6 catches today for 80 yards. That's fair, Joel. That's fair. They're going to send 4. Going deep. Open. Horton. Kept the foot in bounds at the 2-yard line. Gain of 26 on the fly route. Horton just a little bit of separation on press was all it took. And a great throw, drop in the bucket. They'll go quick to the line. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left is Miller. They'll snap it. They give to Miller up the middle. Second effort. Is he in? He is. Touchdown. Wait. Now they're going to say no. He had 2 hands up. They changed it to 1. He had 2 up. And then he goes to 1 hand. I think it was, I think it was short. It was short. It went from 2 hands to 1. Changed the call. 2nd and goal. How's Scuffle in the second half? Bad offense. Wildcat. Hill. Direct snap. Touchdown. 2nd direct snap touchdown with Hill. And Bama an extra point away from leading for the first time today. Also, defensively, there's so many lapses for South Carolina. Shoulder checking a player? Well, it's more just like you're in a position of authority. You're supposed... Well, he, wasn't a shoulder check. It was reaction afterwards. Yeah. It was his reaction. He instigated the whole thing. I don't know if they can clinch. I don't know what the scenarios are necessarily. Just, yeah, an extra point is good. Bama... up by 1. Opening drive touchdown out of the halftime break. 21-20. Georgia Tech lose. Pitt moves in second place since Notre Dame was on conference loss. Yep. Right, Stewart Stadium was about the 4 Bama at halftime with 6 points. They were not. It's so funny too because they were clearly not. Reverse calling there. They had 17 points at the half, but 3 came off a punt return that got him at the 32-yard line. 3 came off a muff punt, or not a muff punt, but a fumble off the punt, where they were starting outside the red zone, and 7 were off a pick 6. I mean, 7-7-3. Track guy from Scar... A track guy? I don't know who that is. But Sellers not run on 4th and 16. Not take off and run on 4th and 16. Especially when you have time to throw down the field. Just try to make anything happen. But they had 17 points at half, but they were all on short drives or defense. They hadn't had a long drive all day. Any drive that wasn't starting at like the 30-yard line of Alabama, they weren't doing anything off of. That's all those if you're Oklahoma, you look at that game and you're like, yeah, it needs boat racing. Yep, up big and not looking back. Yep. But who knows if that is anymore in half of South Carolina. Oh, the wide receiver call. Oh, Harbor? Oh, he's good. He's really good. No, I like Harbor a lot. I like Harbor. He passed away on sacked again? What? That's not how that works. He had time. He escaped the pocket. He had time to throw the ball. That was the whole point of him escaping the pocket. He had time. Just didn't do it. 21-20 your score. They were mopping it, yep. And we got emojis on the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. We do have Texas and Georgia later tonight. That game's starting about 100 minutes, I'd say. The 16 Falcons were, yep. I don't think Harbor's going to... Harbor, round 1 receiver, round 3. Shane Bieber, yeah, he's going to lose the job. He's going to lose it tomorrow. I mean, that's a game, yeah, I'm not sure he'll come back from. I don't think we're mopping the floor with Houston last week. I never thought that. Yeah, Harbor can't get drafted. I think it's probably over day 2. Probably day 2. Now, OU defense does not look that impressive, no. Tonight? No, there's no song tonight. Tonight's not karaoke. But the song that half off is Black Velvet. Half off song is Black Velvet for that. You got to really pay on ESPN bet from that game? Yeah, that's why ESPN's going out of business. Scar 23-23 was way worse. That was on a neutral field in the span of 17 minutes. This was over the span of 30 minutes. On the road. Kickoff. Touchback at the 25-yard line. Worst the defense ever played while getting a pick 6. It's not a bad call. Yeah. I should say 2nd and 22 coming. I don't think they're converting that. So Oklahoma Ball got a field goal last time. 25 to watch me eat red velvet. No. Fortunately, that's not how that works. Back to his right. A good song. One of the top 3 at the bottom. Kanik in motion. Play action. Out route. Tipped. Tim Keenan breaks that one up. Read the QB's eyes all the way. Brings up 2nd down. Very good song. And let's give over an ABC if you want to watch. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the subscribe on the channel. So we try and grow this community even more. One of the top 2 of the bomb back to his left. I'll send 5. Mateer, sidearm, caught at the 40 to the 45. Down to the 47. First grab for Jermichael Carter. Gain of 18 and a 1st down. I watch ECP. I've never even heard of that channel. Mateer, they go quick to the line. Once again, it's Carter. At the 46, gain of 8. How much money for a pizza? Oh, I had a lot of pizza last night, so I There's no money tonight for pizza. Nothing tonight for pizza. If Virginia gets fired by Scar and James Harden gets hired by VT, oh god. Virginia has a good chance to win the conference. Yep, they do. AC is wide open. 2nd and 3. Probably get drafted. Probably like day 3, like round 6. It's not gonna be high. 1 top, 2 the bottom. I'm not sure he will, but if he does, it's not gonna be before the 5th round is done. Nothing on the ground. Blaylock going nowhere. Brings up 3rd down. Yeah, Tech is controlling the run yesterday. Yep, 41-9. I think they got that 1-1. Be very surprised if they lose that game. Third and 2. Figure it's 4 down territory here. They're going to toss it out. Blaylock. There's a flag on the play. It's going to lose 4 yards. Pierre on the stop. Read the toss, but what's the call? Technically top 5 at both Bama and Georgia. Yes, absolutely. The flag is on Oklahoma. It's going to get declined. I didn't know that, Russ. That's an interesting premise for a channel. And now they'll have to punt. It's 4 down territory if, you didn't lose yards on that one. But you toss it out, you lose 4. Disastrous ending to that drive. Had 2nd and short, you run it, you get nothing. Up the middle. 3rd down, you got 3rd and short. You toss it out wide, you lose 4. Get called for a penalty. And now the Crimson Tide are going to get it back. Genius play call there, yep. Having a full pizza month, wow. Yeah, I had pizza last night at the socials, so. The punt here, not a good one. Bounces immediately into the end zone for a touchback. Just 30 yards of net. Crimson Tide to get it at the 20-yard line. About 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Ty Simpson bouncing back nicely from that pick 6. No answers for Cuevas or Bernard necessarily. They went through Virginia. Oof. And if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and be here for the next stream. Texas against Georgia. Oh, pizza was good. Yeah. Pizza place was good. But I had a lot, so. I'm making tomorrow, like I always do, after the game, so. Probably hold off on pizza for a little bit. Thought it was unlimited? I thought so too. I thought so too. But trying to start by 2 inside the Hawkeyes 10. That's a close one. That is a close one. Take down almost 2 million thin crust pizza. I can do that too, yeah. I can definitely. Depending on the pizza, I can do it. I'm just going to lay off for a little bit with that. It'll be live later tonight for the Texas-Georgia game. Open up the chat for that one in about an hour's time. If you like what you see, folks, if you like, subscribe to this episode, ton on here. Helps us get to 69,000 subs. Yeah, I thought the helm budget was unlimited. Yep. It's definitely dried up a little bit. It's definitely dried up a little bit. First down, the 20-yard line when we get back here. Georgia Tech is in the red zone. Oh, no, they're not going down without a fight. No. No way are they going down without a fight. Still plenty of time left, though. Just the fact they're in this spot is insane to begin with. The fact they're in this spot is nuts. You give 68 points. Jeez. There was a 68-67 football game today? That is nuts. That is nuts. It'd be a nice milestone. It'd be a very nice milestone to reach. First down the 20 here. Back to his right is Hill. Two at the top of the screen. Tight end in motion. Play action. They're going to send 4. Simpson checks it down to Hill. And it's caught at the 25-yard line. And he was down to 24. Forced down by Semio. 2nd and 6. I feel it would make it one-score game. Yes, it would. One top 3 at the bottom. Back to his left is Hill. Now they recognize the corner blitz. Jump the snap. Kobe McKenzie. They recognize the blitz. Now they're going to change the play. Get some more protection in with the 2 tight ends and Cuevas and Edwards. They'll hand it off to the side. And they'll get about 3. To the 27-yard line. Call it 3rd and 3. Yeah, clearly none there. No, Iowa USC was never an option. They couldn't do it because USC hadn't been on Big Ten Network yet. And that's part of the rule that every team has to be on Big Ten Network at least once. They send 4. Simpson, middle of the field, incomplete. Too high for Bernard. And the Crimson Tide are going to go 3 and out. Forced to punt here. Field goal is good for Georgia Tech. Makes it a one-score game. 8 points in that one. 28-20. Coverage there by Bogdanowski, a sophomore safety. Punt here for the Crimson Tide. 3:57 to go in the 3rd. Blake gets it off. It's a short one, fielded at the 34-yard line. 39 yards. No return on the play. Oklahoma ball to 34. Would it work? Yeah, it would work. You just need... The problem is all the TV rights. The problem is that you need the rights for a bunch of different networks. Yeah, college football today's been awfully good. You're not wrong, Caleb. Yeah, Pitt, that was rough. That went about as I thought it would. Red Zone would absolutely work for college football. You just need to have all the networks agree on TV rights. That's the problem. Like, Red Zone for NFL is fine because CBS, Fox, it's 2 networks. But... Handoff here, going to get 1. You would need to get CBS on board, NBC, Fox, CW, TNT, ESPN Family Networks. It would be a lot to get on board. I'm not sure. Also, it would dent the ratings tremendously. Like, Red Zone doesn't dent the ratings for the NFL, but it would dent the ratings for that. Out route incomplete. Looking for Isaiah. 3rd down. It'd be chaos, yeah. Did not even go to OT. Jeez. Back to his right is Robinson. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Yeah, well, that part of why it didn't work was because they only did like a couple of games. It didn't work because they didn't have the rights to all the games. They only had the rights to like a select few games. That doesn't work. Alabama calls some out. They'll have 2 left. Third and 9. Bama's got 2 timeouts left. Didn't like what they saw defensively. And Oklahoma needs this game. If they don't win, it's going to be very hard for them to make the playoff with 3 losses. Bama pretty much guarantees themselves a playoff spot with a win today. Mateer, they'll send 4. Low throw. There was a flag on the play. As it stands, incomplete pass for Carter. It needs to be like for ESPN Plus, yes. The hands on that, the BSC's favorites. Yes, they would be. What's the call here? Is Bama going to get off the field? Personal foul. Shot block. Yeah, that'll get declined. They are going to get off the field. Quick 3 and out. Go North Carolina. Ooh. They're playing better as of late. I will say they are playing a little bit better lately with Belichick. So Oklahoma forces a 3 and out, then Bama forces a 3 and out of their own. OU offense struggling to get much of anything going. Hooks and feeders on Tuesday? Ooh. Punt here. This one, a deep one, fielded inside the 10 at the 7-yard line by Williams, who fumbled earlier. Takes it out to the 17, 18-yard line here with 3 minutes to go in the third. 46 yards of net. Got 58 on the punt. Special teams for the Sooners has been awfully good today. Tate's 2 for 2 on field goals. Covered a fumble on the punt. Big punt return in the first. And Oklahoma, as things stand, would be out of the playoff. If you don't win this game, you got 3 losses. Not going to make the conference championship. Probably not getting it. Bama, though, 1 loss as things stand. Win this game. You have EIU next. That is going to be a cakewalk of a game, we assume. Bring anything crazy, you're in. Handoff here's going to get 4 to the 22-yard line. Oh, Regal? Oh, that makes sense. I like Regal. I do like Regal. The theater near my college that I went to a lot was a Regal. So, it was good. There's 7 minutes left in East Lansing. Yep. The cheer company? I've never seen that one. And LSU was also Arkansas. And they're going down the drain. 1 of the top 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Simpson going to keep himself on the read option this time. Makes 1-man miss. Gets down to the 30. First down before he's taken down on the play by David Stone. Gain of 8 and a first. Good decision there by Simpson. Marvin Jones took the inside back, but there was no one covering the outside. Allowed Simpson to pull it back, and how does he do that? Tim Robinson show? Oh, I haven't seen it. I do like Tim Robinson. Rambles at Auburn, yeah. But even with that, I mean, you'll have 1 loss going in. If you win this game, you'll have 1 loss going into that game. So you'll be in. Trips the bottom of the screen. Miller bouncing outside. Gets a nice block from Proctor. But Miller not the fastest guy. He's only going to get 2. If that was Hill, he'd probably get a nice gain. But Miller definitely looks like he's lost a step this year. Iowa choking, and yeah, LOL Georgia Tech, yep. Although they're going to get the ball back. It's 4th and 8. Can they move teams around to prevent 2 conference teams being in the first round? It's not like basketball. No, they cannot. I mean, they can take that into account. They can definitely adjust the rankings if need be. But if it happens, it happens. 2nd and 9. Simpson tries the screen pass. Incomplete. Was looking for Bernard. Had blockers in the second level. Had Proctor solid 7 yards down the field. Ready for that one. But Bernard was pretty well covered. So just eats the play. 3rd down. Bama makes play if they're ranked top 10. Think Bama and Georgia win tonight. Good help from an upset for TCU Baylor. Yes. That's pretty tough for Miami to get in. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. They go 4 wide. Simpson takes it. They're going to send 5. Simpson pressured. Hit as he throws. Ball is out. The ball is out. Oklahoma falls on it. The ball is out, and Grayson Holden falls on it. Oklahoma's got it in plus territory right around the 35-yard line. That ball is out. Pressure off the right side. And a shot by Taylor Wine. Just blowing by Michael Carroll, the true freshman tackle. That ball is out. The Sooners have it. Another turnover. And Oklahoma's not moving the ball well today at all offensively, but they're getting great field position on a lot of these drives. And that's how they're in this thing. Mateer keeps himself. He's going to get 3 down to the 25. You look at Oklahoma's points. 3 points came off a legit drive. 7 points off a pick 6. 7 came off a drive that started after a Ryan Williams fumble inside the 20. And 3 came off a drive that started off a great punt return around the 30. And right here, you're inside the 25. They'll get pass interference there. Easy call going deep down the field. Easy call there. He's trying to hit Isaiah. Red Morgan. Hand fight all the way. If it's screen to the other, yes. Either. It's a quick game in East Lansing, too. Are we going to get like a sub 3-hour game? That's insane to think about. I say no patience. Yep. Oh, yeah, patience. Yeah, after like 1 year. I mean, it's tough after 1 year to fire a guy. So first and goal at the 14, ball at the 10. Oklahoma just taking advantage of good field position. That's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to. Just take advantage of very good field position. Making this a ball game. Laylock in the backfield to his left. Could be the final play of the quarter. And it will be. So we got 1 yard. Brought down at the 9-yard line. We go to the 4th. We got a good one down in Tuscaloosa. A must-win for the Sooners. A shocking result if it holds for Alabama after 8 straight wins. Oh, you often starts by doing nothing. Yep. So if they don't chase it. I'll put a poll up. Who wins this one? Is he top 3 in Pitt history? I mean, you got Dorsett. You got Marino. Yeah, I would say yes. I would say he is. Alongside Dorsett Marino? Yeah. I'd say so. Yeah, what's special defense? There you go. There you go. Penn State by 11. Michigan State looking very unlikely to make a bowl game at this point. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to the substats on here. For Martin, ooh. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go yes. Yeah, Fitz also. I mean, Aaron Donald, are we talking like their contributions to Pitt, or are we talking like in terms of NFL? Because Donald is one of the best defensive linemen of all time. Yeah, Fitz went to Pitt, yeah. Yeah, this is really, yeah. I'd say minimum top 5. At minimum top 5. Matters how much victory matters? Oh, absolutely. In that case, it does. So, ask everybody. I've heard things from what you told me about it. I heard things about that. First car on Paramount. Ooh, all right. Let me just see what I can do Getting everything ready for the next game, whenever that is. I don't fall in the draft like he did? I didn't fall that far. Need to watch it? We'll see. See if I have the time. I don't know. Hopefully I can do it. Hopefully at some point I get around to it. There's a lot of stuff I have to get around to. I just have not been able to for whatever reason. Should was how I pick at least, yeah. I mean, hindsight, absolutely, but it was always going to be hard for him to go high just because of the position he plays. It's not like a sexy position. But, I mean, yeah, I'd say it worked out pretty well. Drafted him. So it worked out pretty well. Send me emojis and whenever the game is done. Let's try to give it. There we go. All right. So it's all yours. Here we go. Fourth quarter underway. Handoff to start. It's down to the 6 for number 6, Blaylock. 3rd and goal. 55% Ryan with Bama to win this one. Third and goal. Robinson in the backfield. Drive started after a strip sack. Can they take advantage here? Mateer, QB draw. He'll get a yard. But thrown down right away. Very cross the line by Xavier Brown. They'll have to settle for 3. I watched the Ohio season. Yeah, I heard it's not that good. You told me it's not that good. If you're set to beat VT on the 29th to go to the SEC Championship, you got a pretty good shot to do that. A St. Louis Rams left on team? I wouldn't think so. Because it's been about a decade at this point. 4th and goal, Sandell. This is a chip shot for him. One of the best kickers of the nation. Yep. Drills it. So Bama defense holds. Again, not good starting field position for the Bama defense. Don't allow him to cross the goal line. 23-21, Oklahoma in front. So Bama just cannot stop turning the ball over. Shoot themselves in the foot. I never thought of that unknown. I never thought of it like that. We got 100 in the chat right now. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on here as we try and grow this community even more. And Alabama, just so many missed opportunities. A missed field goal by Talty at the end of the half. A fumble off a punt. A pick 6. A strip sack. Bama's dominating just about every single stat. Yeah, I think right now there's another kick left-footed. You wonder how much Bama's won by? Yep. Except for the turnover margin. Because that tells a different story. It's a -3 in the turnover margin. And we'll be live for Texas, Georgia after this is done. That game's starting in about, I'd say, 80 minutes time over on ABC. Our SEC doubleheader here. Kickoff, touchback, 25-yard line for Simpson and company. Well, they have postponed the game? No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You would think they would have. Especially with a disaster impending. Bad turnover question after having best turnover margin in the SEC. So much for that. Ball at 25-yard line here for Simpson and company. Last drive ended in a strip sack. Two at the top, one bomb back to his right. Handoff up the middle, down to the 30 for Hill, gain of 5. One at the top, 3 the bomb back to his left. And then motion 2 guys over. Motion Cuevas and motion Brooks. Haven't called the same a lot today. Simpson. Hand off to the side. Hill. Oh, he can't get the block. He had daylight. Hill had daylight if just one man sits their block. Parker Brailsford completely whiffed. That was an easy first down and a monster gain. But Parker Brailsford just whips on the block, number 72. And it forces it to be 3rd and 5. Empty backfield here for Simpson. I like to go to Cuevas today, especially on these money downs. Well, he do it here. He motions Cuevas out wide and motions still into the backfield. To his right. Oklahoma 6 on the line. They'll send 5 of them. Simpson sacked, thrown down at the 21-yard line. They send the blitz. And it's a quick 3 and out. Devin Jordan takes him down, and Bama's going to have to punt this ball away. Florida almost tonight 5. Yeah, I think almost blows him out. Hill just got bowled over on the block from Jordan coming out from the secondary. So, yeah, it did not look good attendance-wise, which I'm not surprised by. The punt, fair catch at the 30-yard line. It's a good punt at least for Bama. 49 yards, no return on the play. But Oklahoma in business right now. They take the lead, they force a 3 and out, and now a chance to make it a 2-score game and take some time off the clock. Oh, man. Yeah, who's even shoved this half? Bama lose, I still think the top 5 and OU top 10. Bama probably drops. Because you got the top 3, that's holding. I mean, for your top 25, it could be very different. But Texas Tech will take their spot. Tech will absolutely take their spot. Touchdown Penn State. That one's over. That should continue. I mean, on paper, they have a very good backfield. And every donation counts triple. Toward you make the call. How many decide which game we're calling? Miami against Buffalo or CMU against Kent State? Which game we calling on Wednesday night? Can help me decide with your donations which game we're doing. Should know Boston College up by 2 on Georgia Tech. 28-26 over there. A lot of games on the docket coming up. It could come down to Jordan Hare if Oklahoma survives. Yep. That becomes a must-win for Bama at that point. Mileage may vary. They weren't in last year with 3 losses. I mean, last year they had 3 and they were not in. So, you never know. You always capitalize on turnovers. Yep. That's the key. That is the key. What's 74? I mean, right now the other game's got a higher number. Everything counts as triple too, so it's not actually 174. Georgia Tech is going to get the ball back near midfield. 11.5 to go in regulation here. Oklahoma up by 2. Our commercial break right now. Thought about the tap to go up. Nice. Yep. I would think so, Sports Talk. I would think. Although, remember, last year Oklahoma won that game against Bama. This just, for whatever reason, this feels like the bogey team. For whatever reason. So, plenty of time left in this one. Can this defense get a stop? A long touchdown drive here might put this one on ice. But again, plenty of time left. Mateer takes the snap. Isaiah in motion. Mateer keeps himself. That's a good start for the Bama defense. He's only going to get back to the last scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They're back in front. Jordan Renaud on the stop. Down at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 11. Mateer, out route. That's caught the 37 to the 40. Breaks the tackle down to the 41. First down. Giovanni Gibson. His first of the half. Gain of 12 and a first down. That's the rest of playing Brian Denny. Yeah, right now, Bama's not doing just fine. Put it that way. Just the 11th first down of the day for Oklahoma compared to 20 for Bama, but score tells a whole different story. Mateer hands it off to the side, and Robinson will muscle his way ahead to the 45. Gain of 4. Taking it down on the play at the 45-yard line by Renaud. Those are officials. I mean, I do videos on them. I do videos on them. 2nd and 6. Robinson to his left, 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. They'll send 3. Mateer, pump fake, has all day to throw. Now escapes. Gonna throw on the run across his body. Risky throw, incomplete. Hill Green. In his hands, almost at the interception. I don't know what Mateer was looking at there. There was no one open. There's no receiver anywhere, unless he was looking for a Cactus tight end. It was not open in the slightest bit. Throw across your body, and Hill Green dives for that one, almost gets the pick. 3rd and 6. Two at the top, 2 at the bottom. Now empty backfield. 2 on the play clock. They just get off Mateer. Quick little slam pass. Caught the 45. To the 40. Thrown down for a first down. It's Gibson for the 2nd time this drive. And not called his name all day pretty much. Go to him twice on this drive. And once again gets the first down at the 40-yard line. Drive is taking time off the clock. It was the free rusher, Pierre. So I had to get rid of that ball quickly. And Gibson created the separation. And we'll get by a lead for the first. 9 minutes to go. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Chaotic day in college football. Will there be more chaos? Handoff, Robinson. He'll get 2 down to the 38. And remember, Oklahoma's got the best kicker in college football. Tate Sandell has been masterful all season. Plug on the list. I gotta check it out. He has been great all year. You're in range for him. Most teams need another first down. Oklahoma, not so much. You're good where you are. In terms of extending your lead. Mateer, they'll send 4. QB draw. Breaks 2 tackles. A 3rd tackle. Jukes inside to the 34. A hard-fought gain of 3. Make it 3rd and 4. If you get the first down, not only do you get closer, but you do get to take off another 2 more minutes. It'll be the first video, even if we covered already. Probably the ref that ruled touchdown the Jets-Browns game. Right, turnovers in the game, started to call it skill defensively. That's fair, I guess. 3rd down. I mean, strip sacks, I would say yes. Strip sacks are a skill. Like beating a line off the... Like beating a line. Like that's different than a pick. Flag flies. False start. We get some movement. Back it up to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 8. Yeah, picks, I would say, different story. They were allowed 2 to 3 seconds, 4-7, the ball in play control 0. Jeez, I don't get why that's a thing. Like, why not just have like a page, like a buzzer system? 3rd down. Be a 56-yard try from here. Crowd on its feet. Robinson in the backfield. Mateer in the gun. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. He'll take it. Chucks it into the dirt. No one was open. Isaiah, the closest receiver. No grounding. And now a decision. Touchdown, Boston College, by the way. Turbo Richard. And I saw Isaiah in the area. I'm not sure this is grounding. It's going to be grounding. That's a huge penalty. Venables does not agree. He is fuming. Isaiah was in the area. They're going to get ground. That takes him out of field goal range. I thought he had Satanga in the area. I thought for sure he had Satanga in the area. But he didn't throw in his direction. You know, he was in the area, but he did not throw in that direction. You know? That there was very off target. That's the right call. That is the right call. And now it's a punt. You 3rd and 3 in field goal range, and then false start, grounding, and now Bama gets new life. The punt bounces at the 6. Be down there. Great punt by Miller. Yeah, that's grounding. Yep, that is grounding. So Satanga was in the area, but he was nowhere near where. When that ball was chugged to the dirt, I thought it was like 2-3 yards in between. I didn't realize like it was like all the way to the side. I didn't see the angle of the actual throwaway. And then once it was like, I'm like, okay, maybe that's a little different. Yeah, the actual throwaway itself was pretty alarming. Also, major element when it comes to recovery. He was control ball security. I don't know if they have like complete control of that. That depends. Like, if you get blindside hit, like, that's hard. Ball to 6 for Bama. Down by 2. I'll put another poll up, because why the heck not? Georgia PC, yeah, very drunk. A lot of drunk games today. So you can probably tell. A lot of drunk games. Three points was fine for Oklahoma, but then you shoot yourself in the foot, you get nothing. Thanks to great special teams play, great punt. Maybe starting at 7-10. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. We'll be live later tonight for Texas, Georgia. I will link that in just a little bit. Drunkest game I ever saw? Oh, man. Seahawks Texans earlier this season was drunk in a bad way. That game was every coach trying to outdo each other with just the dumbest decisions possible. That game was drunk. The drunkest game in like a crazy, just like back and forth kind of shootout way. The Chiefs Colts comeback game, yeah. I mean, the AFC Championship, Colts Patriots. I mean, you had multiple offensive linemen score a touchdown. How are we going to see that again in an AFC Championship, where each team has an offensive lineman score a touchdown? Georgia Tech going deep. Has a man. Oh, overthrew him. Overthrew him on the post pattern. You have both teams going for 151. Oh, that'd be drunk. Yes, the Chiefs Rams is another one. And that game was just insane. chat is open for that. Yeah, that's, yeah. I was losing my mind during that one. Yeah. I was losing my mind during that one. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I don't think anyone could. It's like every coach was out doing themselves. But just the dumbest decisions imaginable. All right, ball at the 6 for Alabama. 60% of you rhyme with the Crimson Tide. One on the top, one on the bottom. Hand off to Hill. Trying to bounce outside. It will get 3. Taken down by Kendall Daniels at the 9-yard line. Bringing us up 2nd and 7. Hill will check out. USC wins. Yeah, Iowa's done. Iowa's done at this point. USC makes things interesting, as they only have 2 losses. Very quietly, USC's putting together a case. One of the top 2 of the bomb back to his left. Miller in motion. 5 on the clock. Simpson takes it. They'll send 4, 2nd read not there, 3rd read not there. So going to take off and run. We'll get back to the line before he's sticking out the 10-yard line by number 10, Kip Lewis. 3rd and 6. I had defense players reaching score touchdown too, yeah. I do have Oregon. That's going to be the hard part. Yeah, I think they'll probably go to USC Oregon at this point now. I would think Game Day goes there, but I have not heard anything. Georgia Crips on Texas. I think Georgia wins that game. I do. Your Hulu app is so bad. Yeah, the Hulu app sucks. Hasn't shown what happened. They got to show that. It's Big Ten Network for you. 5 on the clock. We're taking a lot of time here off this one. Simpson. To the sideline. Caught. Bernard at the 20. It's taking a lot of time. If you don't get it, you're in trouble, but you do get it. And now you can ease off a little bit. Guillory on the coverage, but Bernard gets 10. Been a quiet day for the receivers outside the go-to guys of Cuevas and Bernard. Haven't really called anyone else's name in the passing game. Bernard, though, another solid day for him. 7 catches for 71 yards. Ball to 20. 5.5 to go. To the top of the screen. Bernard in motion. They'll give it to the side for Miller. Miller to the 25 and brought down the 28. One of his better runs of the day. Heineke takes him down to 28. 2nd and 2. Again, obviously on this drive, all you need is 3, but you have to remember, your kicking game sucks. Your kicking game is really, really bad. Tulty is 11 for 17 on the season. Yeah, Iowa lost, yep. How quickly turn LSU around? Oh, he can turn a team around overnight. Yeah, a game with Tom Brady Payment, yep. Yeah, that game was insane. Yeah, Duke's not coming back, I don't think. He's got a kicker hitting about 60% of his kicks. You missed earlier from 40, so there's no such thing as a chip shot field goal if it gets to that point. Miller up the middle. That's going to get about 5 for a first down at the 33-yard line. Back-to-back runs by Miller. Yep, they're still losing. Yes, they are. They're still losing Boston College. 1:56 to go on that one. Back to his left. One of the top 3 at the bottom. First down. They'll give it again to Miller. This time, nothing doing. Gain of just 1. They're treating this like the final drive. Heineke on the stop. They are treating this like it is the final drive of the game. They're taking time. Who makes it if I lose to Michigan in 2 weeks? Ooh, I actually don't know. I would think Oregon makes it. One at the top, 2 of the bomb, back to his right. Slam pass, caught. Brooks, tackled immediately. The 41-yard line. Thrown down by Peyton Bowen. 3rd and 2. And now it becomes 4-down territory. This drive has already taken 3 minutes off the clock. Brooks is down. So clock is stopped. Brooks is down. We got 140 in the chat. Fans want a flag for a late hit. Slammed into the ground, but looked clean to me. He'll walk off on his own power, which is good, but we'll step aside with 3:04. And this drive started with about 7 minutes left. No flag. Nope, no flag. So about 7 minutes left. Now you're in 4-down territory. You only have 2 timeouts. You do have the 2-minute timeout, but at this point, it's 4-down territory. Again, like I said earlier, you know, he didn't pick him up. He didn't pick him up and throw him down. That wasn't like a suplex. Your kicker is Talty. It's missed earlier today. 11 for 17 on the season. If you do the math on that, that comes out to a percentage of under 65%. Bama might have the worst kicking game in the SEC. It's a tale of 2 teams. Oklahoma, great special teams. Bama, not so much. So usually I'd say play for 3, but I don't even know if you can do that reliably. Because I missed an inside 40 last time. (23-21). I should note, Georgia Tech is driving. On Boston College, jet sweep pass for Georgia Tech. That's a first down to 35, to the 30, down to the 27. Georgia Tech's kicker is good, yes. Georgia Tech has a good kicker. So you're in range. Georgia Tech's in range. I don't trust a college kicker. I can trust Sandell. I can trust Oklahoma's kicker. A kicker that I know is going to play on Sundays is a different story. But Bama's kicker, Talty? Nah, not so much. And again, click this link above to join the Texas stream. Might be allergic to Talty. Ask your doctor. If Talty's right for you. And Bama has won 8 straight games after that opening day loss to FSU. Oklahoma saved their season with that last game against Tennessee. 2-2 in their last 4. A loss would probably eliminate them from the playoffs. And eliminate them from conference championship contention. Final road game for Oklahoma this year. They'll have Missouri and LSU. Their final 2 regular season games. Neither of those teams looking all that hot right now. (23-21). 3rd and 2. 2 plays to get 2 yards. After the injury to Brooks, we're back underway. BC's put up a heck of a fight. A motion Bernard, give it up to the back, and only a gain of 1. Hill, stuffed. Sammy O on the stop. You gotta go for it now, because this drive is taking a long time. 4th and 1. Simpson's got him a few times today on the read option. They've done the direct snap for a touchdown twice. What do they do here? You got to get this off before the 2-minute timeout, and they will. There's a 10-second difference, but 4th and 1. Proctor's in the backfield. You heard that right. The tackle Proctor lined up as a running back. They'll fake the give to him. Go out wide. He's got space. Brooks back in from the injury. Gets 2 and a first. They fake the give up the middle to their tackle. And Brooks has plenty of space. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. With Bama at the 44. A trick play on 4th. An end around to the true freshman. After faking it up the middle to number 74, Caden Proctor, their tackle. I'm not sure how many people thought Proctor was going to get the ball. Yeah, if I can only got 2 yards, it's kind of impressive. The fact that he only got 2 yards was actually kind of impressive. Because I thought he had way more space than that. We've seen some very creative plays from Bama down the stretch of a lot of games this season when it need be. Scar game, for instance. So I would say if I want Oklahoma to win, I get that. I completely get that. As he scores 2 touchdowns, cut the lead to 35. There you go. Yeah, Georgia Tech, they are in field goal range inside the red zone, and there you go. They should be able to survive. Bama ball, 2 timeouts, the 44. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. We got over 160 in the chat right now. If you're just joining us for the first time, if you want to buy a membership, you can use emojis in the chat. Shows for one of these teams. All good to see, too, man. Michigan wins against Ohio State and Oregon wins against USC. I think Oregon's a tiebreaker, but I don't know about the Ohio State tiebreaker. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll put the tiebreaking scenarios later tonight. Chris will touch on NC State, yes. But a great top 11 matchup here. And it might come down to a field goal for Bama, which is their nightmare. In Texas, Georgia later today. Yeah, not playing great right now. Not playing great right now. North Carolina teams, not a great day for the state. 23-21 after that reverse to the true freshman Brooks. Coming back from the injury 2 plays later. Yeah, Georgia Tech, yeah, they're going to take the clock down. Yeah, it's going to come down to the final play. At least 3 people in the chat that the series was rigged. All right, people. Do your thing. Do your thing. If I'm Boston College, I'll let them score. It looks like AC Cal supposed to survive today. It does seem that way. I'm letting them score if I'm Boston College. I know it's risky. So your odds are not great of getting a touchdown with little time left, but I would let them score. Yeah, except for Wake Forest. Yeah, Wake Forest is one exception to that. There's a lot of teams in the state. Someone's got to win. All right, first down the 44. New set after the 2-minute timeout. UCF football's in trouble. I'm not sure Frost is the guy the second time around. He's going to get 1 more year, but I'm not sure he's the guy. Here we go. The 44-yard line. 68% think Bama wins this one. 32% think Oklahoma holds on. It's been a crazy good game down in Tuscaloosa and one of the craziest weeks of the entire college football season. New life for the Crimson Tide. On drive that start inside their own 6-yard line. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right is Miller. Simpson takes it. They're going to send 5. Pressure up the A-gap immediately. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Was the knee down? I don't think it was. I say got that one off. Second down. L3R with a 2. Are you live with Ketchup and Taco? Yes, you are. Free country. Do whatever you want. Was that knee down? That knee's down. Yeah, that knee was down. Absolutely, that knee was down. Yeah, they called a sack. They changed the spot. 2nd and 21 at the 33. Simpson. Open, but incomplete. Too low to Horton. Which game do you want? L3R, which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Appreciate you a ton, man. Which game do you want me to do? On the right side of the screen. Appreciate you a ton. And I agree. You can do it. It's unconventional, but I'm with you. They roll say, yep. That's what I call. It's like a true recruit, yep. Well, they stopped the clock. And the clock never started. 3rd and 21. They're not going to get this off. They're not getting this playoff. And now you have no chance if you don't get this. Play clock winding down. They have to burn their second time out. And now you're going to have no chance You kidding? He's an absolute legend. Absolute legend. It does win the highest if Bama loses. It's possible. And now Bama, because they couldn't get the playoff, could have no chance if they don't get a first here. They have no chance. Well, Georgia Tech is going to... I thought they were just going to run the clock out, Georgia Tech, but apparently not. They're going to kick the field goal, make it a 2-point game. 11 seconds left. I mean, at least before, if you didn't get it, you could still have life, because you have 2 timeouts, you can stop the clock. Wouldn't be a great chance, but it would be a chance to get back with about 35 seconds left. Now it's not just 4-down territory, but Oklahoma can knee it if you don't get this. Here we go. 230 in the chat right now. Hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out a ton on here. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield for Simpson. Can he have his Heisman moment? They're going to send 4. Simpson, middle of the field, open, caught, but they can't get the hook and ladder. They were trying for the hook and ladder. It's going to be 4th and about 5. They were trying to get Horton to flip the ball on the hook and ladder, but closed down immediately. That was going to be a touchdown. That was a hook and ladder attempt that Oklahoma read perfectly after the ball was caught. You got to snap it here. 4th down. Ball at the 48. They've gotten 1 4th down on this drive. Can they get a second? They'll send Hill in the backfield to his right. Simpson takes it. They'll send 5. First read. Out route. Tipped. Incomplete. Down goes Bama. Peyton Bowen breaks it up. And for the 2nd straight year, the Sooners take down the Crimson Tide. Oklahoma, their season on the line. They go on the road to beat Tennessee, on the road to beat Bama, and they stake their case for the playoff. Broken up by Bowen looking for Ryan Williams, who's been quiet all day. There was no flag. There is no flag on the field. They'll take a knee. Great coverage. If I go to bar to see the vibe, yeah, the vibe's going to be insane. For the 2nd straight year. DeBoer loses to his bogey team after an 8-game winning streak. We will have a new top 4. We will have a brand new top 4. Question is, who is that 4th team going to be? Obviously, if Georgia wins tonight, they're the 4th. If not, it gets a heck of a lot more confusing. 1 more kneel should do it. Eliminate Bama for the playoff? No. Not all. They got to beat Auburn, though. Now the Iron Bowl is a must-win. The Iron Bowl is now a must-win on the road at Jordan-Hare. That's going to be tough. So they're better than Auburn on paper. Way better than Auburn on paper. Auburn has lost 6 of their last 7. So in theory, you should win that one, but Iron Bowl does some weird things. Some weird things happen at the Iron Bowl. And Oklahoma, you figure if they can just defend their home field and beat Mizzou and beat LSU, that they're in. If Oklahoma just defends their home field the next 2 weeks against a struggling Missouri team that has lost their last 2 games and 3 of their last 4, and they defeat LSU at home, a team that's lost 3 of their last 4, and fire their coach, the Sooners are in. The Sooners are in. When you do Iron Bowl, don't do the game. I mean, don't do you make the call for that one. Yeah, because otherwise it's contradict themselves. And Bama -3 on the turnover margin. And that timeout at the end after 2nd and 21 Just can't get the playoff. Maybe get a chance to get an extra possession. We'll do it. We'll do the Hail Mary for Boston College. 36-34. The shoulder pads. Yep. Yeah, the game's at noon. Iron Bowl will be 3:30. We'll see what the schedule's like. We'll see if there are any other like playoff implication games. But I think we're just gonna do the Iron Bowl. I think we just have to do the Iron Bowl by default. So stand for the Hail Mary, and then click that link about to join Texas to Georgia. We'll be live for that one after the Boston College Hail Mary attempt, which could send shockwaves around the ACC. 46-yard Hail Mary try. But Oklahoma. Texas A&M just dropped? No, not at all. No, top 3 is locked in. Here we go. Hail Mary. Stepping up. Has time. Hit as he throws. That's reaching for the end zone, and that's broken up. Broken up in Georgia. Tech survives on the pass breakup there by Daquan White. So 23-21 your final, and then Georgia Tech with a road win. There you go. All right, so with that in mind, 49 minutes till kickoff. 49 minutes till kickoff in the Texas game. I will see you guys for that one. We'll go live for that at what time? We changed the time on stream for that. Yeah, 40 minutes will kick off there, so we'll go live. Let's say 5:38, yeah. All right, we'll go live in 38 minutes for that one. Appreciate you guys a ton. Oklahoma with the upset win on the road. Take care, and I will see you guys in just a couple minutes.